so that you have the time to shine.
Nah, but it's your channel, bro.
Okay, let me record it natively in Google Meet so I can make sure that everything runs smoothly
Yeah, yeah,
without any hiccup.
yeah, yeah. Hiccups. What does it mean? Hiccups.
That's hiccup.
Uh, with any like problems, like
Yeah, without any problems, small problems, interruptions.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, hiccups.
hiccups.
Yeah, that used to be my nickname when I was little. That's why I know that word.
Yeah,
It's from a movie called How to Train Dragons. It's an amazing animation. You should watch it.
animation. How to Train Dragons.
Yeah, How to Train Dragon.
Okay, I haven't
Now
watched.
I just realized that the list of questions that we have is not very complete, and the one that we have in the Ngọc IELTS group is actually more complete.
Mm,
I just realized. So maybe we should change gears and practice some of the questions we have on there as well.
okay.
But before we do so, let me delete some of the old questions. Pets. What topic did we get to? Did we get to studying?
Whatever
Study.
you can choose.
No, I was trying to
We
make sure.
we can go for some common ones first, and
Mhm.
after that, we can go for something that's rare, that's less common. So you can choose
Alrighty.
questions in part three, and then we can do things in order. And after that, you
So you
can
want to do part three today, right?
yeah, we can do part three today.
Yeah, so let me grab some part three questions. Let's see what is interesting here. Famous city, tourism, an ambition. Me and you. Okay, got it. Mhm. Wow.
Okay, we're gonna talk about hmm. Okay, which one? Okay, uh,
So there was one about tourism, and we have one
tourism.
about
Tourism.
tourism and ambitions.
Tourism. Yeah. Okay. Tourism. We stretch in the first sound. Okay, so tourism and ambitions, right? What advantages can tourism bring to a city? So we can discuss in English.
Yeah.
English. Okay, and we can answer. We can take turns to answer. The first, definitely money.
Okay. Yeah, that's the obvious one, right?
Yes, money, right? A city can become more financially wealthy or financially prosperous when uh,
I think
tourism
mm,
develops there.
we don't say a wealthy city. That doesn't go well. Maybe a
Mm.
wealthy country, a wealthy person, wealthy individuals.
I mean, fine. No, I don't say wealthy, but I say financially prosperous, or that city can improve their economy. Its economy. Can I say so?
Regional economy or local economy,
Yeah, yeah.
or maybe the financial situation.
Can become better. Okay, so that's the first one. So I think that we can explain a little more for that point.
Yeah, so like maybe developed local economy.
Like example, Nha Trang City.
What happens in Japan?
In Nha Trang, we have a lot of like traveling destinations, well-known traveling destinations like uh, Cham Hương Tower or Vinpearl Islands,
Sure.
and those places attract a lot of international travelers, like
Mhm.
travelers from France, China, and Korea. They go there and buy a lot of things like souvenirs, fruit,
Souvenir. Yeah.
yeah, souvenirs, fruit, and also pay for renting, which can develop Nha Trang's economy.
Okay, so they buy souvenirs. It's good for local shops. They eat
Mm,
at restaurants. Yeah,
yeah,
restaurants.
restaurants.
They also need to have accommodation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they
Pay
would
for
need that
accommodation.
would be beneficial for hotels. Yeah,
Yes, and all those things can boost the economy of that city, right?
yeah. Okay, so we already said that. We don't need to repeat it.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm, mm.
it's just we need to explain how or what exactly does it do. Sure.
Okay.
Um, Apart from the money, does it have any other advantages?
Reputation.
Reputation. How do you mean?
I mean, like it can become more well known to other nations. Do you
Well,
think so?
that doesn't make much sense because if they decide to go to that city to visit, right, then
Mm,
they already know that city. They know about the city already.
mm. Okay. Okay.
So maybe when
Uh,
they go here, a lot of foreign tourists they go here or they come here, right?
go to a city.
How do we benefit? Can we benefit from maybe culture or maybe education or something?
Education.
Can we learn something or can they learn something? Can we learn something from the tourists or benefit from them in some way?
To a city. So when I say this question, I think that we should think about like which aspects, like how many aspects when it comes to a city.
Okay, so let's say people go to Hanoi, right?
Okay.
So where do they often go, or what do they often do when they go to Hanoi?
They try some cuisine, some
Yeah, so
typical.
that's the idea we already talked about, right? It's
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
idea of restaurants.
Uh,
And
bring
is
to
there a benefit to culture, maybe?
how?
So that could mean when they come here, they often they follow a tour guide, right? They listen to some stories and the history of the country or the city, and they grow appreciation.
They grow appreciation for a city, but that's not the benefits to a city.
Yes, it is. They grow appreciation to the city. That's the benefit to the city.
It's so they grow appreciation to the history of a city. So
Is that not the benefit?
it's just the emotion
Yeah.
of them towards a city, but to a city itself, it doesn't have any benefits.
It well, it doesn't have a tangible benefit, right? You can't touch it. It's not like money. It's like the US, right? When they help other countries, what do they get in return? They get the respect of other countries. Well, that could be a benefit.
Like, is it the same with fame and reputation? I think it's the same.
Uh, fame,
Yeah,
mm,
I mean, like, no,
fame
it's
is kind of different, but it's kind of in a similar way. But fame is more about people know about it. Yeah.
yeah,
But
it's
appreciation is about you understand the history. Like a lot of
me-
people don't know Vietnam, and
mm,
they when they come here or they go to Hanoi, they now know the history of the city Hanoi. They
I know.
appreciate okay, the people have gone through difficulty or difficult periods.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm.
Okay, I agree.
That could be an
That,
idea.
that's a good point. Okay, but I think in a way, in my point of view, in the point of being more famous or to increase fame, I think that's the appropriate. I mean, like
Hmm.
for example, like people they go to Vietnam and they have a visit to Vietnam, right? And they have a marvelous trip there. And after that, they go back their nation, their own nation, and then they tell the story to other people,
Mhm.
which leads to the increase in fame, right? And other people have an urge to go to Vietnam and enjoy the same experience that their friends have. So, which can
Yes,
boost fame of a city.
it still benefits the tourism industry, huh? At the end of the day.
Yeah. Anything else more tangible, right? More tangible.
Yeah, tangible, something you can touch, something physical, something.
Um,
But we're talking about the city, right? So it's not really the benefit to the entire industry, but more like the benefit to the city. So I was
so
thinking, because when I was thinking of education, because when I was in university, and I saw a lot of my friends who were studying in English centers, and what they would do to improve their English was to go to Hoàn Kim Lake, and then they would approach some foreigners to have an English practice. Uh, so I feel like that could be a good way for them to also improve their English, right?
yeah. It's a great idea. So to a city, maybe not. Maybe it can benefit uh people
The
living
people of
there.
the city. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good idea, right? I think yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So
Um,
the maybe the students of the city, yeah,
or yeah,
particularly,
or
yeah,
in general, local people, city dwellers
local people in
or
general,
city dwellers,
city
right?
dwellers. But I don't like
Yeah.
the word dweller so much. I feel like it's more for writing. City dwellers. Yeah,
Mm.
not very common.
Or
I guess
maybe
it's.
city inhabitants.
Uh,
No,
I
no.
just say resident, the city residents.
Oh yeah. Okay, city dwellers. Okay, local people. Okay. So yeah. So
Dwellers make my mouth, you know,
okay.
weird.
Okay. Yeah, so we can say like international travelers they go there and then local people have a chance to speak
Prove
to them
English.
in their
Yeah,
own native language. Like they
yeah.
can use English to have a conversation and they can improve themselves, improve their English as well as they can learn about the culture or the history of
Mm,
their nations,
yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, I know lots of university students have applied to be a tour guide in order to, have a chance to talk to these foreigners. That
Mm,
could be a good way to improve English as well.
mm.
Mm, yeah,
Mm, okay. Is there any other
that's
advantage?
all I can think of for now.
No, I think yeah. Mm,
I was just thinking of maybe some positive influence uh, that foreigners can have, maybe about the lifestyle or something like that.
mm. Okay, so do you want to answer?
Yeah, okay. So I guess I'll go for the second idea. I would
Mm-hmm.
say, what are some advantages that tourism can bring to a city? Well, I would say off the top of my head, I would say that it really benefits the local residents, especially in terms of improving their language skills. Yeah. So whenever you go to places like maybe Hoàn Kim Lake, which is in the city center, you have a chance to have daily conversations with foreigners or foreign tourists who uh, often stay around that area to take photos of the place. Yeah,
Mm. Okay.
personally, from my experience, this is a great way for students, in particular, to develop or improve their fluency and confidence in speaking English.
Okay. And from a point of view, I think one of the most obvious advantages is that it can boost the local economy. Uh, like um, like international travelers can go to like a city, for example, like a Indian city. People can go there and make the most of the trip by buying souvenirs, eating lots of food, and also visiting a lot of museums, traveling destinations there, which can indirectly boost the income of the whole city.
Mm, that's right.
Okay, the second one.
Yeah. The second one is, why do some people like to live in cities? So young people, huh? This is just for young
This is
people.
the easy one, right? It's the easy
Yeah.
one. The
I
first
feel
one
like
is
it's more about the benefit of living in a city in general, right?
because you and me, we are both living in cities, big cities, so
And we are young, right?
we're still young, right? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, you young, I'm young. Maybe if you are 60, you're still young.
It doesn't matter your actual age. It's about how you
Yeah, man,
feel inside.
it's about your soul, your
Hmm.
soul. Okay. So some young people like to live in cities. Um, maybe the first one that comes to my mind is the personality.
Personality?
Yeah, like young people are energetic, vibrant. They have a lot of energy. And
Okay. Uh,
cities.
the vibrant personality? Do we use
No,
vibrant for?
no. We don't use vibrant. Doesn't is not used for
Maybe
personality.
it's used for cities, huh? Or atmosphere,
Mm.
huh?
Vibrant places. Yeah,
Yeah. So the personality, maybe they are what?
they like to socialize, right?
Yeah, maybe they like. Is the word dynamic correct?
Personality dynamic. Dynamic. I think you use for places. Dynamic areas.
Mm,
We don't use it for. Personally, I think they wanna socialize or
yeah.
they wanna connect. And they are energetic. I think that's a
They like crowded places, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They like to be involved in a lot of activities, huh?
Mm,
Maybe entertainment activities. Yeah.
entertainment activities and
Mm.
for educational purposes.
But that's a
That's the
different idea. Good.
because in cities there are a lot of like prestigious
Prestigious,
education.
very good universities, right?
Yeah, or you can say educational institutions in general, including
Yeah.
primary, secondary, high schools, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which can offer them good educational programs. Yeah,
Yeah.
these. Anything
Mhm.
else? The third one, I have a third one, which is have great networking.
Network. Okay. How do you mean by networking?
I mean, like in big cities, lots of good people make
Good in what way?
a living in those cities, so which means that they have a chance to get in touch or get in touch with them, which can build their
How do you get in touch though?
for
Because they work
example,
together
you can
or?
see in cities we have lots of companies.
Mhm.
In those companies there are a lot of great people, and then
Yeah, but
young
you
people.
only work in one company, right? So,
It's still good, but it's still a good thing for young people. It's still a kind of motivation for young people to live in cities.
but I feel like it's more about career opportunities, no?
Maybe,
And
yeah.
not working is more like a small side of it.
Mm. Okay,
It's more
a
like
career or financial purposes. Yeah, I think.
career opportunities. Yeah. Or I often use the word employment prospects.
Mm.
Mhm.
Employment
So a lot of
opportunity.
well-paid jobs, right? Sure.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think that's enough.
Nice salary. Yeah.
It's easy for this question, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
you can. I'm gonna answer first, and then
Okay, so generally, I would say young people tend to go to major cities to find educational opportunities. From personal experience, I see that cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh have very prestigious, high-ranking universities where you can receive a very good or an amazing even education quality. which of course could be beneficial for your future career.
Mm. Okay, it's easy, right? So I think the second advantage for young people to go to live in cities that there are a lot of entertainment areas, which can offer a lot of amazing experience for them. You know, they can go to luxurious restaurants or hotels to have a great you know, experience there. And apart from that, they can eat a lot of great food.
Mm. Now,
Um,
there's a little bit of repetition, in that
mm,
answer. A lot of
mm,
experience, a lot of experience.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we should try to probably be more specific, like what kind of experience. So
okay.
going to restaurant would be, eating high quality food,
I call it,
or
yeah.
I don't know, a
Or
variety of different
yeah,
dishes in different countries.
they can enjoy lots of entertainment activities like go to the cinema, watch movies,
Yeah. You
right?
also get accommodation, right? So I was thinking of maybe like 5-star hotels. Uh,
Yeah, they can stay in a five-star hotel.
yeah, with high
It's,
quality
yeah,
services, things like
it's still a good experience. But yeah,
yeah.
China
We just need to
try
be a
not
bit
to use a lot of.
specific, huh?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah, let's do it again. Yeah, one more
Okay,
time.
okay, okay, okay. So I think maybe the cities are a great place for young people to experience a lot of great things.
Hmm.
For example, they can go to the bar and listen to vibrant music
Hmm.
with their friends. Apart from that, they can go to lots of like they can go to some entertainment areas like a cinema to watch great films.
Yeah.
And these are the great motivations for them to do so.
Hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, okay. So the third one.
The next one is about old people, huh?
Mm, do
So they're
most.
changing the demographic. First one is the young, now it's old people, elderly people.
Mm,
So do most elderly live in the city or in the countryside?
I think they're gonna choose the latter, not the
Hmm.
former, right?
Yeah, so we think about maybe some reasons why they live there, right? They don't want to live in the city, or some
Okay.
attractions.
The first one is the atmosphere is much less noisy. It's more
Okay, so
quiet.
quiet, yeah, so a
Quiet,
quiet atmosphere, right?
atmosphere, yes.
Yeah,
Less pollution.
mm. And then I think we need to be more specific, like noise from where? Like,
Noise from the horns of transportation.
yeah,
Okay.
of
Noise from
personal
construction.
vehicles,
Yeah, from horns from of personal vehicles. Construction construction works. I think.
construction
Yeah,
sites,
yeah. Horn. Noise from
or horns, like it's like the thing of like
restaurants.
honking, the honking.
Honking. What does it mean honking?
Bấm còi, Hong Kong, honking.
Uh,
That's the verb. The horn is the noun.
from honking.
The honking
The
from. Uh,
from the honking of personal vehicles, the
mhm.
noise from construction sites. Yeah,
Yeah, the
we
big one that I think you're forgetting is air pollution.
yeah, air pollution. Yes,
Air
air pollution.
pollution,
Yeah,
traffic congestion. Yeah.
air pollution.
Traffic is not that serious because I feel like old people don't move around that much.
I mean, but air pollution, high air pollution comes from traffic densities.
Or could be
Oh, no, no, no,
overpopulation.
no. From a lot of means of transport. No, oh yeah, traffic congestion. Um, it, yeah, it's still a disadvantage when living in a big city. So that's why
Yeah,
young
but we're talking about old people. So like I feel like it doesn't really affect them that much because they don't move around. Like my
yeah, not
grandparents, they
pollution,
don't mostly.
atmosphere. Because old people they are more concerned about their health,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So that's why
So air pollution
and
can cause what?
air pollution cause lung problems,
Mm-hmm.
even worse, lung cancers,
Even
right?
lung
Because
cancers,
they breathe in lots of
toxic
toxic
gas.
chemicals or toxic gases. on a daily basis, right?
Mhm.
Which can be detrimental to their health, specifically their lung
Yeah,
down the
I
road.
often like to use the word cause respiratory
Yeah,
problem.
respiratory problems. Yeah, respiratory problems. Yeah, well, traffic congestion is a good idea, but not a big
Not
one.
not that
Not that
doesn't im-
influential, right?
not that much of an impact. Huh?
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess one idea to answer, yeah. So I
Mhm.
guess I'll start with the quiet atmosphere, but I will use a kind of an interesting idea of not just construction, but from the karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karaoke. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a creative point.
Yeah. So I would say generally old people like to live in the countryside
Mm,
because they, I guess, at their age, they enjoy the quiet atmosphere there.
mm,
In rural area, it tends to have less noise compared to major cities.
mm,
Um, because I guess it just has more, or less personal vehicles, so you don't hear the honking from these vehicles.
mm,
But and also, sometimes I feel like in the city, you live very close to your neighbors, and you often have to, you know, listen to a lot of the late night karaoke sessions that they have, which
mm.
can be, very annoying. It's kind of hard to sleep sometimes.
Arguments, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Arguments, yeah. Yeah, okay. So maybe you can add a little bit more about the benefits. Like, for example, you can emphasize. Maybe you can like yeah, make your idea much stronger by using some benefits, which is for example, like, which is very different from living in the countryside where um,
Yeah.
noise at all and they can enjoy high quality air. Yeah, yes, I mean like just to boost some contrast there to
Yeah.
okay.
That's good. Yeah. I
Mm,
could probably say, which is a complete contrast to the countryside,
yeah.
where some of these problems are non-existent.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Um, and I think that most
Why don't you
and
try air pollution?
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna try the second one. I think the majority of old people are gonna choose the countryside for their living, because in the countryside there's less polluted, which can be beneficial to their health. Like for
Mhm.
example, in every afternoon they can go outside and enjoy the great atmosphere. They can take in high quality air, which is different from some big cities with high level of population like Ho Chi Minh City, where there is a high level of air pollution. The pollution comes from traffic tram, the means of transport,
Mhm.
construction sites, or toxic gases, which can be very detrimental to their health, especially their lung in the future.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Moving on to the last one. Yeah.
Okay, well developed.
So this is about the negative effects of tourism.
Well developed. Wow.
Yeah. So it's like the opposite of the first question. How? So we think about the advantages.
Uh-huh.
Now it's about the negative effects on local people.
Mm, that's a
I
great
mean,
question.
first thing that comes to my mind right away would
Environment.
probably be the littering problem.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. That's the same to me. Littering problems like people they litter, they trash everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Which can make the traveling destination less attractive.
Mhm.
Right? Any other thing?
Yeah,
Maybe.
because I always thought that foreigners, right, coming to this country, they would have better manners, or they were taught to respect the protect the environment around them. But a lot of them actually don't, and they just throw trash everywhere.
Mm, okay. The second one is make
Wait, what?
Okay, okay. It can, it can, what was the upper increase the living cost? I
How?
I mean, like when more travelers go to a place like Dalag City,
Yeah.
right? For example, many years ago, it was like a very natural place, and um, the renting and also the food there was quite low
Mhm.
about the price. But now, when you wanna go to Dalag City, the price of living there is maybe 3 or 4 times higher than
The cost
five
of
years.
living.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is it because of tourism?
It's it's because tourism. I think tourism is it
One factor?
it's a factor. Yeah, it's a factor that
Mhm.
that makes the living cost higher, right?
Because I
Because
always
they
like maybe
are
it's inflation, that causes the rise of living cost.
because yeah because travelers, they are often richer than local people, so they're
Yeah.
willing to pay more than
Isn't it better for us?
it's not
Because
better.
we charge them more money. We don't charge local people more money.
Nah, no, it doesn't work that way. If they can charge travelers high, which means that if local people don't buy, they don't care because they know that other people who are wealthier can buy.
Ah,
So
okay.
which
Supply and demand. Yeah.
that's a good explanation, I think.
Yeah, that
Right?
could
Because
be.
they don't
Mhm.
because they don't really like the payment of local people. It doesn't matter that much because they know that travelers can buy. If you don't buy, I don't care.
But we're talking about the benefit, the negative effects on the local people living there.
Yeah, so that's why rise living cost of local people.
Because I was thinking maybe your point is it they the local people are the ones that own the hotels, own the places for rent.
Oh, ah, I mean, so we
But they charge the money to the local, not the local, but like the domestic tourists, right? Coming from different cities.
I mean,
You
like
see?
there are three kinds of people that I'm mentioning, like sellers, local people, and travelers.
No, but the sellers are the local people because they live there. That's their
Oh,
home and hotels,
oh yeah, okay, okay. Okay, so but my
right?
okay, so
You see what I mean?
okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I think generally in speaking, it's fine that we're just trying to make it as logical as possible.
Mm, mm,
Obviously, sometimes examiners don't really care too much. But
mm.
in cases where they do care and they do ask you some complicated questions on this,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
that might lead to an argument, huh? Or
yeah, yeah.
kind of debate. Hmm.
Well, for example, like oh yeah, it's quite hard to make a clear explanation for this point of view, right?
Yeah. So let's see. We have anything else? Local people, living costs, mm,
Negative effects, local people.
traffic congestion. I think is one.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Same idea with traffic congestion because there's more vehicles driving the
Yeah,
tourists everywhere, right?
yeah. This
Yeah.
this idea is easier to explain.
Yeah. Taxis, right?
Yeah,
Rides given to foreign tourists. Uh, or I often say maybe an increase in the demand of the rides or the taxis. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
so
Maybe
which one?
easier to talk about. Huh?
Okay, so which one? Is there any other thing? Negative
Um,
local people, for example, like in Nha.
I don't really know. I mean, you live in your channel, you should know better than me.
Yeah, well developed tourism. Yeah, in Yacheng, it's very tourism is very well developed.
Hmm.
Yeah, layering problem.
Yeah, but I think your
Hey,
point can still be argued for. So maybe the rise in cost, but cost here, not cost of living, but like cost
yeah, of
the
everything.
items, restaurants. Huh?
Yeah,
So because restaurant now can charge a higher fee because
yeah,
they
yeah,
know the owners can afford it. Then
Mm-hmm.
when local tourists, right, or domestic tourists
Maybe
come
we
in,
can
they
say
still
a
charge the same price.
rise in food prices to
Yeah,
make it
right.
more general.
Uh,
Right?
in food prices, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yes, I think that that's a good one because
Yeah,
it's easy to explain. Charge a higher fee. Yeah.
for foreign tourists as well as domestic ones.
Okay. So you're gonna which one do you prefer to
Yeah,
answer?
I think I'll talk about littering problem because I see it
Okay.
literally a bit. So I guess usually I would start with kind of a general sentence. I would say something like, well, of course, there are plenty of drawbacks when it comes to tourism, especially on cities that are not very well developed. The first thing that I see every day is the littering problem. A lot of foreigners, they don't actually respect the rule of the city, and they just start throwing trash everywhere they can. Um, on top of that, I feel like some cities in Vietnam, we don't really have a separate bin or trash bins, right, for recyclables and regular trash. That might makes it even harder for uh, you know might lead to some problems in the future where we have some environmental problems. We can't process all these trash.
Hmm. Okay, câu này hơi lê thê nha. Okay. So I think the big negative effects on local people is traffic congestion. I really remember Nha Trang City 10 years ago, where the place was quiet, not a lot of means of transport. People could easily, go from one place to another. But that's not the case now,
Yeah.
when a lot of traveling destinations are completely well known, are already well known. Travelers from France, America, Singapore, to name but a few, go here and have a 10 day or even a month, 1 month trip. So they
Hmm.
rent personal vehicles, which leads to a lot of traffic densities here and there in my city. So that's a real problem now. So I think the city council should address it as soon as they can.
Hmm. Yeah, address the problem as soon as they can. As
Yeah,
soon as
as soon as they can. Okay. So move to the
yeah. Next one, ambitions. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Okay, ambitions. What ambitions do children usually have?
Money,
I mean,
right?
children, do they already care about money?
Make dreams come true. Yes,
Yeah, what
right.
ambition? We think ambition is like something bigger than money, right? Money to do what? Money to buy what? Something long term. Think
So I
about
think
the future, what they want to do.
they wanna achieve their dreams.
And what are their dreams
For
typically?
example, like a lot of young people, they think that they're gonna become a very professional singer or doctor 10 or
Uh-huh.
20 years later in life.
Okay, so
Yeah,
maybe some kind of
right.
creative pursuits, right? Maybe becoming a singer or
Yeah.
dancer or something.
Yeah, a lot like I see a lot of young people, they go through some drawing classes, and
Yeah,
then after they can draw a beautiful picture, they think that they can become a very professional painter,
become
stuff like
Picasso.
what.
You're Picasso?
Picasso, yeah. I know. Yeah, so the one of the most obvious ambitions to young
I
people.
think it's also is kind of being influenced by the Korean culture, the K-pop culture, where a lot of young
Yeah,
students, right, often
want to be a famous singer in the future.
do Korean dances, or
Yeah,
in music bands, and then
have a
or
music
dance.
band. Yeah. Become version 2 of Hiếu thứ hai.
Yeah, Hiếu thứ ba maybe, or Hiếu chủ
Okay.
nhật.
But I think that young people, some of them, still have financial ambition. I think, for example, when they are living in in a very they have poor family background, right? So they need to, at a very young age, they need to find money. They need to make money by doing some low paid jobs. So
Yeah, but is it really the ambition to do those jobs though? What is the ultimate ambitions like?
the ambition is just to wanna get rich and buy houses for their parents.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, right. So they're gonna they're gonna promise to themselves that in the future, 10 years or later, 10 years, I'm gonna buy a mansion for my parents, right? To get rid of the rat race, for example, right?
Uh-huh. Not
Yeah,
get rid of the rat race, get out of the rat race.
yeah, get out of the rat race. Yeah, that's a good point, right?
Yeah,
That
that's
is
true.
something that examiner
These are,
cannot.
mature ones, because
Yeah.
most of the children that I see are not this mature.
Mm. In half, children. I think no. These two things are quite big and quite enough, right?
Yeah, I think it's plenty
Yeah.
enough. Okay, so we start right now. What ambitions do children usually have? Why don't you go first?
I'm gonna go first. Okay, for the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I think a very obvious kind of ambition that children often have for themselves is that they're gonna have a very prosperous and successful career in the future, right? For example, some of children I know, after taking lessons from after taking some drawing lessons at school, and they can make a very beautiful picture. They dream of themselves being a very successful painter who can make
Mhm,
millions of VND in the future, that kind of thing. Or they can, or they want to become a very great musician or composer after watching or hearing a lot of great songs from Korea.
mhm.
Yeah.
That's true. Huh? Yeah. But I can continue with that idea also. I can say, but unfortunately, right, some of the when they grow up, many of them actually realize that these ambitions are not very realistic, and they
Mhm.
start to change
Yeah.
their ambitions and goals later in life. And then some of them are kind of, very realistic about it. They just simply want a successful career, a well-paid job that they can, offer financial support for the
Mhm.
parents who have, spent years taking care of them. They just
Mhm.
want to, return the favor, basically, show
Mhm.
appreciation for what they've done for them.
Mhm. Yeah, they become more realistic, right?
Mhm.
Mm. Okay, so
Yeah,
your turn. Or you wanna?
that's what I said.
Okay. So you're gonna and you just add in a little bit, right?
Yeah, to
Okay. So
make a complete answer.
okay. Why care as huh?
Wait, why do, right? Why care about something?
What does it mean?
Kind of a weird question, huh?
Yeah. Why
Why
care about?
do some people care about?
Oh, why care about? Why do some people care about? I think the question is why do some people care about who are very ambitious in their work?
Why do some people care about
Some
who?
people,
Care about who?
yeah,
Care about people who are ambitious? No, I
yeah.
think it's
That's the
a weird
same.
question.
Yeah, I think
That
this is the question.
it doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
that makes a little bit more sense.
No, I think it doesn't make any sense.
But I still have an idea for that. Like, employers want to employ someone who is ambitious.
I think we should throw this question away. This kind of stupid.
Okay, it's up to you. Okay. Why don't some people have dreams?
These questions.
Why?
Okay, why don't some people have dreams? Yeah. Okay, so it's the opposite, right? Why do some people have? Why don't some people don't?
Wow, it's a good question. I don't
Hmm.
know,
It's
honestly.
interesting, huh? Um, I often think about the lives of people like this. Like, why don't they have dreams? Maybe they are very often very pessimistic.
Maybe yes, maybe they are pessimistic. It's like they are
They're very
pessimistic.
negative. Have a negative outlook
Okay,
on life.
yeah. That's the thing that I'm thinking about. Like they are very negative, or they have a negative outlook on life, or negative perspective on life,
Yeah.
because they think that They
But
cannot
why
be.
do they have it though? Maybe,
Maybe they have had dreams before,
but then they
right?
realize that it's never gonna happen, right?
Yeah, but after that they failed and they didn't
Yeah.
wanna make they didn't wanna make a try again,
Okay,
and
so
they
they
were
used
completely
to,
hopeless.
but they
Okay,
couldn't
fulfill them.
realize their dreams.
Couldn't realize. I think they had dreams, so I think they realized it, but they couldn't fulfill.
Fulfill your dreams. Yeah, realize it. I think realize it's okay. I've used
Yeah,
it in the past. Fulfill your goals or dreams. Yes.
dreams, yeah, and then they became hopeless. They
Mm.
felt demotivated.
Yeah, hopeless. Yeah.
Yeah, demotivated, and they
Mhm.
didn't wanna try anymore.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What's the point of me trying a lot, but the result is the same, or the consequence is the same? So they are
Yeah.
hopeless, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Mm.
true.
That's the first one.
Now, for
Uh,
this question, if we
or
want to extend ideas, yes.
oh, I think there's a second one.
Yeah, which is
Parental control. Do
really?
you think so? No, no, no. It's not appropriate, right? They have dreams, but they cannot do it because their parents do not agree for them to do so.
Yeah, but that means they still have dreams, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I think it's not right. That's not the right one. Yeah, they still have dreams,
Yeah,
but they
okay.
don't.
I think we stick with this idea is okay, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And because this is a kind of a problem, yeah. So the way
mm,
that I think about expanding idea for a problem is often think about the solution. Huh.
mm.
So what is the solution to this problem?
The solution. Well,
How do we make sure that they focus on their future? They
I
they
think
stop being so pessimistic.
they need to. Wow, I think the problem, the solution for these kinds of people,
How
they
do we
can
help them? Huh. Is there any way we can help them? We can motivate them.
we can motivate them by um giving them advice of reading more self-help books.
Yes, that could be
That's a good
oh,
one
read some
because
books
yeah,
or
because
maybe
yeah, because in self-help
stories.
books it's all about positivity.
Mm. It's about helping yourself. Huh? So
Yeah, right. Yeah, because yeah, there are a lot of success stories, so they can, oh my god, yeah, those people they are so great, so they can look up to them and
yeah, success story. Maybe we call it inspirational stories. Huh?
stories. Yeah, watch a lot of inspirational
So
video.
maybe they can feel inspired, huh, to
Yeah, yeah,
achieve great things, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Something like that. Huh?
Yeah,
Great things.
that's if I were that if I were a person to give advice, so that would be the one that I could do. But honestly, I never. To those people, I don't talk.
Yeah, I've never heard or seen anyone who doesn't have dream before.
Yeah.
Most people are quite ambitious nowadays, huh?
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
maybe that's how we can start with our answer with that. You say, personally, I've never seen anyone who doesn't have dreams before, which is kind of a strange question. But
Yeah.
I guess some people just feel too pessimistic. Huh. And then that's how we can start our answer.
Okay. And for me, I still yeah, I still agree with you at that point, and I can start by like no matter where that person lives, everyone has a dream. For
No
example,
matter where you are, right? Yeah, I feel
in
like
Asian cultures, people are more family orientated, so they want to be a successful and warm family. So that's a kind of dream that people often have when when they live in a Eastern culture, right?
Asian culture. Eastern is a bit too big. Maybe Asian.
Yeah, Asian culture, which is quite different from some people who live in a Western culture who have a different kind of dream. Like, for example, to be independent or to be free or to be financially free or to have a financial to achieve as to achieve financially freedom. So I
Financial
think
freedom.
yeah, everyone has dreams, but in order to answer this question, I think a kind of person I can think of right now is someone who is very negative, or who has a negative outlook on life, right?
Yeah.
Who have been through a lot of failures and they don't want to make a change
Down
anything.
there.
Yeah, and then they become hopeless. Yeah, so that's a good answer. That's a good way
Yeah.
to answer this question.
Lots of ups and downs in life,
Mm.
struggles in life. Yeah. They feel motivated and hopeless. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Chi, why
Uh,
don't you try?
what?
Why don't some people have dreams?
I've just answered.
I just answered it. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Now let's go on to the last one.
Okay. How do you balance work and life? Oh, this is it's easy for me. Balance work and life. I think
Okay.
in order
How
to
do
balance
you do it?
everything, work and life, I think it's more about balancing all aspects of life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. For example, we do care for every aspect of life, namely relationships, health, money, career, to name but a few. And in order to balance them, I think we can invest time in those aspects.
But how
And
do you make sure that you have equal amount of time for each and every one of them? Because
for
that's the thing.
for example, I do work, but I don't sacrifice my time for fitness at the expense of my health. My
But you
work.
do sacrifice your time for family, right? Because you only see your family once a month or something. So that is kind of a sacrifice there, right? In a
That's a
way.
sacrifice, but that's my willingness to sacrifice a part of my life.
That's my point, is that maybe we
How do
it's not
people?
impossible to balance because we have to focus more on one thing. We have to prioritize one thing
Mm.
over the other.
So how do
There's no
people?
balance.
So there is no one size fit all approach. Till we say that?
No one size fits all approach. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. How do people? Yeah, yeah. Or we can say it sort of depends for different people, right?
Yeah. So my opinion on it is that there's no such thing
Yeah.
as work-life balance. You either prioritize
One thing over
work
another.
life or one thing over another, huh?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
over the other.
Mm. Prioritize one thing over another.
Over the other.
Mm. Okay.
So for me, I mostly prioritize my personal life, right? My work comes second.
Mm.
So sometimes if I would want to spend some more time with, my wife, then I would just cancel some classes and
Mm.
spend time with her. And I maybe reschedule those classes to a later date that doesn't
Mm.
conflict with whatever it is that I'm doing on that day with my family.
Mm.
And that's
Okay.
the sacrifice that I'm willing to make. And to me, that's not really balancing. That's just, I'm focusing on one thing that is clearly more important than the other.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. That's a great answer because yeah, I do agree with you. So it's quite ridiculous when we say that everyone can balance work and life, and
Mm,
everyone has a different perspective on work-life balance. For example, I know a friend. He's living in Hanoi. He's more family orientated, so he prioritized his family life over his career.
mhm,
Um, but which is quite different from me when I think that fitness and career are my priorities,
mhm.
and I'm willing to sacrifice my personal life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Right. So I think once we actually get to the core of it, right, there's no such thing as balance. You
Mm,
either focus more on one thing over the other. Yeah, I
okay.
think that's a great answer. Mm.
Mm,
I'll just add some an expression like this is a ridiculous notion. You just use the word ridiculous, which is the word that I really love to use.
ridiculous notion is like a
Notion is like a belief,
belief.
perception.
Yes, sir. Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
the
to
we
me,
have
it's ridiculous
uh,
notion.
okay. So we have gone through two topics today, which is
Yeah, two
quite
major ones, right?
productive. Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
I think
So,
the answers are pretty good. Great
yeah,
ideas.
yeah, we have great ideas. Okay. So do you wanna go to another one, or you wanna end here?
Yeah, I think it should be enough for the two topics today. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe let's do it
So
next week. Yeah, do three
okay, next
topics.
week. Okay, another two one. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So I hope that you can after like recording, you can give me the video on YouTube, and then I can watch it
yeah,
again.
yeah. I upload it right now actually,
Okay.
so that I
Okay.
don't forget.
Okay. So goodbye, bro. See you next
Yeah,
week
have a great
on
day. Enjoy
on
the weekend.
Friday. Okay. Goodbye, bro.